Good morning, my name is Mackenzie and I'll be your nurse practitioner and I'll be talking with you today. Can you confirm your name and date of birth for me?
Yeah, it's Sophia Nelson, 10/2/1970.
Great, thank you. So tell me, how are you feeling and what's going on?
Hi Mackenzie. I'm feeling okay, but I've been having some problems with my ears and I'm a little concerned about what I've been experiencing with hearing and ringing issues. I was just hoping to get some clarity about what's been going on.
Yes, thank you for meeting with us. I'm Jennifer, I'm Sophia's partner, and recently she's just been having so much dizziness and her ears just aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, it's like the room is spinning sometimes and it'll get so bad that I have to lay down and I have to close my eyes for a while. My head hurts too sometimes.
It happens at the weirdest of times. Like sometimes she'll just be getting up and going to the kitchen and she'll get really dizzy. I don't know, I'm just always concerned about her. I'm frequently checking on her, making sure she's not super nauseous or passed out, fainted somewhere.
Well, how long are you dizzy for at a time?
So, let me think. It really varies, but sometimes it's 20 minutes and other times it can be up to an hour.
Are there any things that can cause your spells of dizziness?
No, that's what really bothers me because I can't think of anything. They come so randomly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really concerned about her. Her ears just aren't, I'm sorry. I'm worried that she's gonna be out driving or walking the dog somewhere and not able to get home by herself.
That is concerning. I have a few more questions to help identify what's going on with you. Can you describe your pain and tell me where it is?
So I said pain, but it's more like an extreme pressure in my right ear. It's almost like it's building up, like it's gonna explode or something, and sometimes it'll go away in 30 minutes, but other times it'll be hours or almost the whole day.
Okay. And can you tell me more about the ringing in your ears?
Yeah, so it also varies. It's pretty quiet sometimes, but other times it's so loud, and it's the same as the pain and the pressure in the ear. It's a few minutes or hours, and usually I just try to sleep because I can't really do anything else and sleeping gets it off my mind, but it wouldn't be much of a problem, but I still have to work and sometimes I can't even get myself out of bed, much less, go drive and function with all the dizziness and the ringing in my ears. But I can't really do anything anymore, honestly. I can't enjoy myself and I don't have time for this problem and I don't get to enjoy myself anymore.
Yeah, she's been really withdrawn lately. Like, I'm just concerned. I don't see what could be causing these symptoms in her.
Well, how long have you had your symptoms for?
Let me think. So, it's been a few months, and I experienced similar symptoms, but to a lesser degree. They all went away after, a few weeks, and recently, probably like 3 months after the first episodes, they came back, and I haven't been able to get rid of them, and they just keep getting worse.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have somebody come in and take your blood, so we'll get you in a gown and put you in a room, and then I'll come back and perform some physical tests so we can try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, thank you. Hi Mackenzie,
Hello.
are my results back?
We'll be back in a little bit, and I understand the nurse came in and looked at your ears while they did that.
Yeah.
And everything looked normal from that, and there were no signs of infections or any blockages or anything, so that's a good sign.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna perform a few diagnostic tests to kind of assess your balance, since it seems like you have an inner ear problem, and that a lot of times can affect your balance.
Okay, great.
So first I'm gonna have you perform a heel to toe walk. So if you can just place the heel of one foot in front of your toes and just walk to the end of the table for me.
Okay. It's kind of difficult.
And if you can slowly turn around for me, and you can start to walk back that way a little bit. Okay. So I noticed you are a little off balance. I'm sure you feel that way. I'm going to do one more test to assess your balance, and this is called a Romberg test. So I'm just going to have you stand with your feet shoulder width apart. And then I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm just going to be right here in case you feel like you might fall.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, she's so dizzy. What if I'm not home and she falls?
I understand this can be concerning, but we will make sure we can prepare you in case this episodes happen again, and we can make sure you're prepared for any situation that may arise. Okay, let me just write down my findings. I'm going to assess your hearing with 2 tests. So I'm going to use my tuning fork, and I'm going to hit it, and I'm going to place it on top of your head, and I'm going to need you to tell me if you can hear it bilaterally on both sides.
Okay, great, thank you. I hear it in my right ear more, but not my left.
And this is called the Weber test. And so next I'm going to do the Meniere test. So for this one, I'm going to hit it, and I'm going to place it behind your ear on your mastoid bone. And then when you stop feeling that vibration, I'm going to move it outside your ear, and you'll just tell me when you stop hearing that sound.
Okay.
And I'll do the same on both sides.
I don't hear it anymore.
Okay.
I don't hear it.
And now for your right side.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
Let me grab my clipboard here. So the air conduction to rolling conduction ratio, which is what we're testing with that test, was 2 to 1, which is normal in your left ear. And it was about 1 to 1 in your right ear, meaning you could have some hearing loss in your right ear.
Okay.
So that might explain why you have a hard time hearing, but I may have an idea of what's causing your symptoms. I just need to
Great.
perform one last test to confirm it.
Okay, thank you.
So this is called the head impulse test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn your head really fast, and I have you focus on my nose the entire time.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn it to the left first, and then I'll turn it to the right. Okay. So your eyes focused on my nose when I turned your head to the left, but on the right your eyes kind of fluctuated a little bit. So I'm going to go look at your lab results, and I'll return shortly with those.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, we have your lab results back.
Great.
So your blood test came back normal, and we were looking at your white blood cell count and your CBC to indicate any viral infection or abnormal immune response, because that can influence the causation of Meniere's disease.
Okay.
Although your white blood cell count came back normal, based on your vertigo, hearing loss, impaired balance, oral fullness, I'm going to diagnose you with Meniere's disease. In Meniere's disease, there is a buildup of the indolent fluid in your ear because it's not being reabsorbed correctly. Sometimes this buildup disrupts your inner ear function and interferes with the nerve cells, which can cause sudden symptoms that you have experienced in your hearing loss.
Oh my goodness. My friend at work has Meniere's disease. I've heard the symptoms can be so debilitating. Do you think she's gonna be okay? Is there a cure for it?
There is no available cure, but we can decrease the number of episodes and severity of the symptoms with some lifestyle changes. I think the most important one right now is to get you on a low salt diet and start you on a diuretic to decrease some of the fluid in your body. This should help with the severity of your episodes if they do occur. And then if your hearing worsens, I can refer you to an audiologist so you can see if a hearing aid will benefit you.
Okay, thank you.
I also recommend trying to avoid caffeine, alcohol, tobacco smoke, just because these can exacerbate your symptoms even more.
Why me? How did I get this disease?
Well, the cause of this disease is unknown, but it is believed that there could be a genetic predisposition to the disease. Additionally, there's thought that an abnormal immune response can cause it, which is why we checked your white blood cell count with the blood test. Risk factors include a family history of Meniere's disease, pre-existing autoimmune disorders, which we also ruled out with the CDC, and then any allergies or trauma to the head, ear, and then very rarely syphilis can cause it. Are you aware of anything that has happened?
So none of my family had this, but I did get into a car accident about 7 months ago, and I hit my head pretty hard in that.
Well, head trauma could definitely be an explanation for the frequency of your symptoms, and I'm going to prescribe you a diuretic, which will help decrease the amount of fluid in your ears. Let's schedule a follow-up appointment in a couple weeks, just so we can assess if the medication's working, and then feel free to call me if you experience any side effects or if your symptoms aren't becoming easier to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, thank you. This has been very helpful.
Of course.
Thanks, Mackenzie.